Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic Gathering online league. Sorry, challenge. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. It's a bit of a slow hand, but this is going to be a bit of a slow game, given that we see Kahira here representing good old control. Looking at opponent's list, looks like it is Isochron Scepter and Miracles. We'll draw. I don't see any forces, so we should just be able to basically cast things whenever they are tapped out. There's Ice Till, there's Emrakul, K Return. Kind of wanting to go Ice Till here, but this K command almost demands that I go Ugin's Lab. So we're going to go Ugin's Lab and pass. And we'll hold. So they play Counterspell, Consult. Oh, do not dare tell me you have this. Isochron Scepter. Oh, thank God. If they would have turned to a godforsaken Ormshin, I would have screamed. Alright, that's fine. Formidable Speaker. In that case, how would we like to proceed? Again, they are tapped out. So we currently have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn 6. If we go Speaker, that would be 7. Currently have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2. Not enough to cast anything else worth of note, at least not in game 1. I'm thinking I might want to K command. The only issue I have with that, of course, is Terminus. Because I really would like to get this Breaker on board to hit this Isochron Scepter. I think that would be wise. Let us start with Ugin's Lab regardless. The question now becomes, do we K command and say be damned Terminus, or do we go for something else? We could Formidable Speaker, pitch Formidable Speaker. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One short Emrakul if we were to Speaker pitch K command. But that is not the case. Let's go Speaker. It applies pressure on board and does not play directly into Terminus. We'll pitch Speaker to Speaker. And we'll grab something that we can guarantee the cast of, which is Sowing Myco. No Terminus. Good. Flooded Strand passing. We'll draw. Talisman. I will Stomping Ground Shock. We're going to tap, untap. K return, Breaker hit, Isochron Scepter, pass in full. You can get a Consult, that's fine. So you dig 3, pull 1. No kicker, though. We're going to get rid of one of their 2 Isochron Scepters. No to the K return. Currently 3 types in yard. Missing a land. There's also the K command for later. So I think I will go Shifting Woodland so we can start attacking in with a Emrakul. 3. Is this Narset? No. 2. 3. Teferi. Bounce. Bounce. Formidable Speaker looking for a land. We'll draw. K return. Not a land. In that case, let's start by going to combat. Do I care about the Teferi? They will Solitude, pitch Solitude. Not much we can do about that. Breaker out. So at this point we can do a couple of things. we can cast Myco Spawn. We can cast Myco Spawn and grab Shifting Woodland. That way we can start attacking it with Emrakul next turn. And that is a thought here. I think we will go that direction. Let's play the Talisman. Unfortunately, we don't get the kick, but that's fine. Myco Spawn yield all for Shifting Woodland. And we'll pass. And pass. We're representing 16 damage now. Scouting Tarn fetch. Lethal's now on board. What say you, opponent? Isochron Scepter. Do not tell me. You have the Orange Chant. I hate it here. So they can Orange Chant kick. Yep. Yep. We'll concede. Oh, how I do hate Orange Chant. Okay. So we're gonna bring in Jailer, Flute, Heat, take out K-Return. Don't think Bajuka Bog is relevant. Sideboard, Consign, Wrath, Ashiok, Force Dispute. Yep, Bajuka Bog out, Gemstone out. You play 3 basics, so Ghost Quarter stays in. With a Force coming in, we'll trim out an Ugin. And thinking of one more card. We could drop both Ugins theoretically. Though then again, it is just a force coming in from the side, not multiple. Regardless. We will take out the second Ugin, run it back. The second Ugin does present a turn 2 clock, but the problem is that we have to play around Orange Chant in their hand. Hand's a bit sketchy, a little bit slow, but it is workable. We will reveal, trigger, Temple, K command will go Temple. I will play a Forest and pass, and pass. We'll draw, play a Temple, a Talisman, and pass. Flooded Strand fetch 19, Surveil. And pass. An island. No shot. Okay, they don't. Prismatic, that's fine. About to say, if you somehow... I'll play Sanctum of Ugin. Let's go K command then, while shields are down. And done. Heat and Talisman. I'm going to say bottom, bottom, draw fresh. We'll pass. And hold. Opponent will also hold. We'll draw. Rumble. Let's start with, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we'll still rumble here. See if you have a counter spell. You do not. We find another Temple or Talisman. I'll grab Temple, add types to Yard. But we will play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In that case, actually, we are going to cast Cyrus 7 Death and see if we can bait out a Consign. Trigger and pass in full. I'll say yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough for Emrakul, though. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn. I'll say yes, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm tempted to say no. No, we will. We'll get this, and I'm tempted to grab Jailer, but we're going to go Myco Spawn. It lands. Well, that's surprising. Don't tell me I have the Orange Chant. Telling time. Let's see if we find a Terminus. We'll pass. Steam Vents tapped. No Terminus. End step draw. Lab. Let's go to combat. Attack with Sire 7 death. It will connect. It does connect. We will cast Sowing Myco Spawn and kick. Hit the Mystic Gate. Consigned Memory. They must have just drawn into it. If so, there's the consign. We'll pass. And pass. Terminus. 6 types in yard now. Emrakul off top will be castable. 3. Ashiok. Emrakul off top is no longer castable. We'll draw. Play a forest, and we will devour the Ashiok. I do need to find some more threats off top now, though. This is a 2-turn clock. What else did you exile? You hit my friggin' Jailer, damn. Isochron Scepter, don't tell me. Orange Chant. So my only hope now is Flute. You can stop me from casting spells, but you can't stop me from attacking at least. And that will resolve. We'll draw. For God's sake. Commercial District. Verdant Cat, just finding nothing but lands. We'll go attacking. Swing at you for 6. We have time, but it's not looking great, if I'm being honest. Here's Orange Chant plus kick. No response. We'll draw. Rumble. We'll play Misty Rainforest and pass. Paying cost for Consult. Dig 4, pull 1. Land. Again, we're looking for a Flute at this point. We'll fetch. Stomping Ground tapped. We haven't exiled any Flutes, have we? We have not. Fetch down to 5. Isochron Scepter. And kick. And draw. Ice Still. I'll play the Stomping Ground tapped and pass. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll pass. They have enough mana now where they can hold up interaction. That's the unfortunate truth. I needed this Disruptor Flute so much sooner. That's Big Tef. No, opting not to. Passing. Draw. Isochron Scepter. And kick. We draw. Rumble. We pass. We hold. Just make him think we could have something. Big Tef. Big Tef will activate. I'd love either a K command or a flute here. There's Isochron, Orange Chant, and draw. There's the flute. Okay. I will play the lab. No imprint. We'll pass. Henge, Tef plus. End step. Float 2, untap 2. The problem is now I'm pretty confident that this flute will not resolve. If this was last turn, then we could probably make it work, but now I don't think we can. Not until they tap out, but that's asking a whole lot. We have another flute, I suppose. Let's go for it. Consign, we pass. Isochron. We have one more chance. Orange Chant. Pain cost. Orange Chant. We draw. K command. We'll pass. Consult. Dig. 7 pull 2. Draw. Main. Tef plus. Land. Tapping. Telling time. Go to end step. Tef. Trigger in response. X equals 9. Counterspell. We'll pass in full. And we will draw. Isochron Scepter. Orange Chant. Draw. Sowing Mycospawn. We'll pass. Scalding Tarn to 4. Surveil. And pass. Teferi. Teferi is at ult range now. Untap. Draw. Isochron. Orange Chant. Kicked. We draw. Ghost Quarter. Play Ghost Quarter. I will go to your upkeep. Ghost Quarter. Hit the henge. We'll pass. Should be your last basic. Yep. Teferi. End step, we draw. Isochron. Orange Chant. We'll draw. Brain Surge. Exile 4. Yeah, we'll concede. Oh, how I do loathe Isochron Scepter and Orange Chant. It just, I don't know. It feels like, realistically speaking, it reads. Once Isochrom's on board, it simply does read. 3 mana, your opponent draws a card, can play a land, or draws a card. It really is just 3 mana Time Walk. Like, yeah, we get to draw a card. Yes, we get to play a land. Maybe we get to play instants, but they're control deck, so they're just going to get countered 9 times out of 10. Brutal. But it is what it is. We'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match number 2. On the draw for game 1. Hoping for a lab or a temple off Devourer here. We'll pass. What are you on, opponent? Supposedly, in the last 20 days, they're on Storm. However, that might suggest otherwise. Though Thundering Falls actually is in their list, maybe not. Talisman, Wooded Foothill, Worldbreaker. I might draw Fresh here, because none of this really gets me to what I need. Yeah, we're going to draw Fresh. Rumble's nice. We'll pass. Flooded Strand and passing. End step, we fetch. Surveil. What say you, opponent? Shifting Wood to Yard? No, I kind of need a land here. Though I'm kind of aiming for a soul land off Rumble. So you know what? Shifting Wood to Yard. We'll draw. Breaker. Don't want Breaker. We fetch. Forest. Rumble. Lab. So we found our soul land after all. We'll pass. Imagine you fetched on a 19 Surveil. Elegant Parlor. Sacred Foundry. Ooh, this could be Blink. Red. No white Felia. This is Blink. Noted. We'll hold. So in that case, I think we're angling towards this Ugin. Felia will attack. Nothing to flicker, though. They'll flicker my spawn. We'll sack in response. So now we need to play around Consign main. Noted. Down to 16. Passing. Draw. Second K command. We'll lab imprint the Breaker. And we'll hold for K return K command. We'll use these as permission for Myco spawn next turn, and if it does resolve, let's say K command resolves, then we're in a good position. 5 in hand. Elegant Parlor Surveil. To Fairy to Yard, paying cost 4. To Fairy, in response, I'm going to ramp and then going to exile the Felia. And done. Felia will be down. Question of the day, friend. Do you want to draw a card or get rid of a spawn? Sack in response. No card for you. We'll phase change. We'll draw. K return. Not what we're looking for right now. I think instead I'm going to cast Myco Spawn. We found a land for turn. I don't think we have. I'm going to play Ugin's Lab. Imprint Devourer. I'm going to K command X equals 1. Ramp Scry draw, right? Yes. and done. Forest top, play forest, and pass. So now we're primed for Ugin next turn. We'll hold. 2, 4, 7, 8, Tef plus. 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in hand, 5 mana. Could have Solitude. Paying cost, discharge, resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We find a land. I might actually bait them out with Devourer first, or we can just do that. Because I want Ugin to resolve. Target Tef. You have Consign. No Consign. Devour resolves. No attacks. End step. 2 in hand, 3 in hand. And Bone scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. So that's a win for game 1 against Blink. We'll bring in Heat. Drop the K returns. Trim a Rumble. And I want to say that should be about it. Let's run it back. The hand is workable. I like to see a Rumble off this Devourer. Either that or I guess a Formidable Speaker. Yeah, we'll keep. Opponent mulligans down to 6. Reveal. Pass in full. Steam Vent Shock for a Ragavan. No, holding for a Consigned Memory. Temple Rumble, Rumble. In that case, we'll play the Windswept Teeth and pass. Sacred Foundry Shock, 16. Ragavan, Ragavan. Let's go to end step. Fetch. Surveil. Stomping Ground to Yard. We'll draw. Talisman. I don't want to play the Talisman directly into a Consign just for me not to be able to play the Rumble. So I think we do want to play the Rumble. They also could have Discharge up, which means I don't want to play the Lab directly into a Charmaw. So I think we're just going to go for a Forest into Rumble here. You have a Spell Snare? No Spell Snare. Not exactly what I was looking for here, though. I'm trying to think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll grab the Ghost Quarter. And we'll hold. Do you have a Discharge? No Discharge. We'll Snap Block. Yep. Go to blocks. Draw. Myco Spawn. I'm still assuming they have a Consign in hand. So the question now becomes whether or not to play the Myco Spawn. Given the current board state, so we can go up to 3, 4, 5, 6. Ragavan will then connect. So I think we do need to go Ugin's Lab. Imprint Devourer or Emrakul. We're a lot closer to Devour and Ugin than we are Emrakul. So we're going to imprint Emrakul. Cast Myco. Show me the Consign you've been pocketing. Not much we can do about it, but we get a Consign out of hand for later. There's the Consign. Yep. And then we try and just accelerate into Devour or Ugin. Not too much we could do there. Because I don't exactly want the Ragavan to connect, so we have to try and put a body on board if possible. So Ragavan will connect, Ragavan will pilfer. Ragavan pilfers and Ugin's lab, that's fine. Red, blue, Riddler, draw a card. Do you have an Ephem? Warp, no Ephem, we'll draw. Stomping Ground. I will cast Talisman. Stomping Ground tapped. And hold. Next turn we have Devour and Ugin primed. Ragavan will once again connect and pilfer. What does Ragavan find is the question. Finds an Ugin. Well, that's unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but unfortunate regardless. Worst case scenario here is a Charmaw. They do have the Charmaw. Fable, that's fine. Okay. Question now becomes, do you have Consigned Memory? Draw. Temple. We don't need to temple this turn, nor discount Charmaw anymore. So I think we're just going to go Forest into Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're just going to go into Devour to bait out potential Consign. Because even if they have a Consign, we can still Devour. And we either get a body or the trigger. We're going to get rid of that Ragavan, please and thank you. And there's Consign. I imagine you get rid of the body. Unless you have a Solitude? No. Okay, so you get rid of the body. You get the trigger. And next turn, this does prime us for Ugin. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One short Emrakul. Fable. What do we pitch, friend? You already burned through 2 Consigns. I want to pull up a Blink list real quick and see what basics they normally run. Kind of curious now, because this Ghost Quarter could come in handy. Blink. Normally 1 plains, 2 mountain, no islands. Ooh. Sometimes an island, but not always. Okay, well that makes things interesting. Though I guess this Goblin Shaman might negate that thought. We'll see. Down to 13. You pitch the Charmal. That's surprising. Why would you pitch a Charmal of all things? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short 1, though actually, hold the phone. We can do something fun here. I am going to cast 6. Does 6 resolve? Temple. Kick Myco. You gotta love 6 in the control matchups. Pitch Ghost Quarter. I'm gonna go after, let's see, double red, single white, single blue. I'm gonna go after your Steam Vents. Do you have a Consigned Memory? Tap blue, resolves. In that case, we're gonna go for a Shifting Woodland. Or Bajuka Bog. I think we go Shifting Wood, though. Yeah? Yeah. Shifting Wood. And pass. Because we have a Cyrus 7 Death in Yard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's Solitude. You have Ephem. Solitude. Target Myco, sure. And then follow up with Ephem. Hit 6. Yep, there's the Ephem. And this is fine by me because we're setting up for Emrakul next turn as it stands. Fine by me, up to 18. One card in hand remaining. You'll fetch Surveil on end step, yeah? We also have Shifting Woodland, which means we can hit them with Sire. So again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Emrakul's primed. Ephem rebound. We're going to pass in full. Still surprised they pitched a Charmel earlier. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki. Okay. 2. Is this Charmel? It'd be 3 mana for Charmel. 3. Charmel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're empty-handed. That's fine. Emrakul's down, but this means Ugin will resolve. We'll take 5. Down to 13. They'll go up to 18. And we'll draw Speaker. No reason to do anything with Speaker. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. 11. So we're just going to cast Ugin. Ugin target. Target Kiki-Jiki or Charmaw. Charmaw, you and you represent 9. So we have to get rid of Charmaw. Otherwise, this and this represent 5, 8 with reflections of Kiki-Jiki. So yes, Charmaw down. We're going to draw. Gain 3. Lab. Any reason not to play the lab? Yes, we can pitch at the Speaker. We'll pass. And pass. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. So yes, we can play Speaker into Emrakul next turn. Speaker's such a good card. 2, 3, 4, 5. Quantum Riddler. Now, opponent could have executed the Ugin if they would have, unless they have another land in hand, they could have done so by warping it, copying it, and then attacking Ugin down. That would have been the best play there. They could have outright killed Ugin. Mistakes were made. We'll draw. Breaker. Well, Breaker actually wouldn't be bad either here. Yeah, we don't need to go for Speaker because Breaker can hit Reflection Kiki-Jiki. Ugin hits Quantum Riddler. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's Ugin plus draw. What say you, opponent? Wooded Foothill. Don't care about that too much. And Ugin exile Riddler. Breaker exile Reflection of the Kiki-Jiki. What say you, opponent? Blue. Consign, yield all. You hit the body, but nothing else. Okay, so you're going to take down Ugin, but that's fine, I suppose. So I will play the Wooded Foothill and pass. Again, next turn we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess we will be short of Emrakul now. And this is our last Ugin, but opponent's back is against the wall at this point, I feel. Is this a Flage? That is fine by me. Flagewell Helix. Helix targeting what? Doesn't really matter where that lands. Yeah. So we'll deal 3 damage to me. Basically the same difference. So that's fine. So Ugin's down. No response. As a type to yard, we'll fetch. Oh, shoot. My last forest must be in exile? It is. Whoopsie. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn. Okay. I should have checked. That's on me. Oh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Starve Speaker. Speaker. You want to give me the trigger if you have a consign? Discard Ugin Lab. We can grab Emrakul. Do you have a consigned memory? You've already burned 3. Opponent says no, we'll take the win. Solid. We'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match 2 or match 3 on the draw for game 1. Looks like we're playing against kind of an energy blink hybrid. Oh, never mind. Tron. It's Tron. We'll draw. Windswept Teeth. We're going to go Windswept Teeth fetch for a forest. Sprawl for green. And pass. And pass. Would love to see a Myco spawn off top then. Power plant and passing. Draw. Sprawl. So in that case, we are going to need to go Formidable Speaker. We'll pitch Bajuka Bog for Sowing Myco Spawn, and we'll pass. And we need to hope they don't have a TKS in hand. They'll crack map. They have Tron for a turn, at least. Tower. And is this Karn or TKS? There's TKS, takes the Myco. Unfortunate. Draw. Gemstone. Oh boy. In that case, we'll play the lab. No reason to hide it since they already seen it. I will play Talisman. Sprawl for green. And pass. No attacks. And pass. Well, I'm certainly in danger now. The TKS was by far the worst case scenario, unfortunately. Well, I guess the Karn into local metal coating would have also been an issue, speaking of. Pulls the liquid metal, I'd imagine. And you'll go after the Sprawl, or rather the Forest. Yeah, the play draw here very much mattered. Draw. You should definitely target the forest. Yep. We draw. Stomping Ground. While we're not out of this, we're just gonna go next, I think. Let's not belabor the point. We're in a bit of dire straits with that board state. And we can probably drop 6 here, though I guess we don't need to. We can drop a Devour instead. Alright, let's run it back. On the play for game 2. There's the early Myco spawn and the Ice Still as follow-up. Don't mind if I do. They'll reveal Devour. Lab. Imprint. Talisman. And pass. And pass. Expedition Map, Dismember, Mindstone, Lab. Imprint. Mindstone. Nope. Stomping Ground. Shock. Cast. Myco. Ghost Quarter. Let us go to Upkeep. Draw. Ghost Quarter. Returns. Pass in full. Snow-Covered Waste. Temple. Flesh Rake. Mindstone. We'll draw. Let's go to combat. Cast Ice Till. Ghost Quarter. Mill. Ghost Quarter, target Temple. Fails to find. Ghost Quarter, Mill. Ghost Quarter, target Snow Covered. And once we get up, we'll take the win. Alright, Gemstone in, trim a Rumble, run it back. Yeah, his matchup's just so play draw dependent, it feels like. Mulligan. They kept their opening 7, which is a bit concerning. I'll keep this, though. Drop the Sire. Done. Reveals. And we'll pass. I need to see a Soul Land off top, I think. Stomping Ground versus the Forest doesn't matter, so we're going to shock in first. Mine. Draw. Shock. Sprawl. Green. Pass. And pass. Power Plant. Mindstone. Soul Land. Rumble. I will Windswept Teeth fetch for a forest. Talisman. Rumble. Ice Till, no. We're going to grab Temple. And pass. And hold. You have the tower. If not, we have the Myco. You do. You have 8 mana. Flesh Rake resolves. Map. Mana neutral. And that's it. Good for me. Draw. Heat. Temple. So that is a mine. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to heat the Flesh Raker. K command. Yep. That's what I thought was going to happen. So, self, yield all. Yield all. I want to do that before we kick, and the reason being is that we're going to Ghost Quarter as well. 1 top, 2 bottom draw. We'll Temple. Myco. Hit the mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 short breaker, though. Regardless, we're going to grab the Ghost Quarter. And hold. They didn't crack the map, which is a bit concerning. There's the map. In response, we're going to take out the power plant and pass. Float. Should have probably done that in their draw step, admittedly. 1 less mana. I guess not really. They just would have tapped the map differently. There's the temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another Flesh Raker. TKS or Karn. 5. K command X3. Looks like it. We're going to take 4 damage down to 7 as it stands. Not thrilled by that prospect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 short breaker. Down to 7. Karn. Karn. Now 2 short breaker. Karn minus 4. Tormod's Crypt. Takes out the Ghost Quarter. Also knocks me down to 5. Yeesh. We'll draw. Sire. Start by going to combat. Swing at Karn. You'll block. Double green doesn't mean too much right now, I feel like. Rumble. Temple. Play Temple. 2, 4, 5, 6. 1 short. And hold. Unfortunately, might die to Ballista. If I'm looking at this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 short of Ballista. Yeah, 1 short of the Ballista kill. In retrospect, I probably should have sequenced the Unholy Heat a bit differently. I should have went to kick, and then in response, they would have K-commanded. In response to that, I could have hit the Flesh Raker and mitigated 4 damage, which means I would have been at 9. Yeah. That is lethal. If they have the Ballista, they win. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yep, so we're looking at 6 damage here. Which would put me down to... Yeah, so even if we had mitigated the 4 and been at 9, it would put me down to 3. But they wouldn't go for Ballista this turn. They would have waited another turn, I suppose. Yep, Imprint. Is this a Cyrus 7 Death? Is it a Devourer? Triggers. Yield all. Down to 3. We'll attack. We'll block. We'll pass. Karn -4. Ballista still kills me. I just go Ballista 1, they win. Yeah, I don't think there was really a way out here. Filigree Silex. Why Filigree Silex of all things? Weird. We'll draw. I need a land here, though. 6. Not a land, but it is a blocker, I suppose. 6. Though actually we're still dead. And the reason for that being is that they can just plus on Filigree Silex, or hell, even Mindstone. We're just dead regardless. Yeah. No matter how I look at it, unfortunately, I think we're just a turn short. Not to mention now they can Devour, hit me for 2. Yep, we'll concede. You got it. Unfortunate. Like I said, this matchup is just very play draw dependent. And unfortunately, being on the draw in game 1 just kind of puts me from behind. Alright, though. We'll be back for match 4. Alright, we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. I'll keep. You have a number of hits here off top, from K-Command to Rumble to Utopia Sprawl for more acceleration. Goes 2, 4, 5, 6 on 3. So yeah, 6 mana on 3 means also Myco Spawn is now a hit. Otherwise, we can always Speaker, pitch a card, pick up a card, etc. So we have some good options. Methinks this is not bad. Opponent is Tinkindo. Whether or not they want to keep their opening 7, they mulligan down to 6. Okay. We mulligan down to 5. We're keeping 6. Keeping 6. Got a main. We'll play Temple and pass. And pass. Elegant Parlor Surveil. Okay. Could be Energy. Ruby Storm. Not looking good. Myco. We'll play Temple. We'll play Talisman. We'll pass. So we have a Myco kicked on turn 3, which is good. But it might not be enough. Especially to play a Reducer here on 2. They play Ral or Ruby Medallion. It's going to be kind of tough. If they Impulse Draw, that's fine. Then we can cut them short on turn, maybe. Unless they Ritual into Reducer. Casting, Ruby Medallion. Ugh. That complicates things. K-Command, though. Shoot. That actually complicates things more. Because we could kick Myco Spawn, but if they just have a Ritual, then they can go off regardless. Alternatively, we hold up the K-Command, and that is going to be an X equals 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, one short Emrakul. Yep, we go for it. We hold K-Command, and we hope that we get a turn 4. Because we can ramp and exile cards in yard, we can scry draw, exile cards in yard, etc. There's Rao. Okay, you have a Ritual, I'd imagine. If so, we're going to immediately K-Command, ramp, and exile. Elegant Parlor Surveil. Okay. Gemstone to yard. Really? Really now? You're playing Ral and nothing else. We're gonna ramp Scry Draw. I'm gonna set up for Emrakul. And done. No to all. Because again, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. We need a land here. That is a land. Draw. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 2, no. So in that case, we'll just go Windswept Teeth. Fetch. For a forest. And Emrakul. 1, 2, 3. Our turn, comrade. Let's see what you got. So you have a Wishing Yard, 4 cards in hand, Ritual. Oh, opponent, you just handed me a gems, absolute gold mine, didn't you? Go to main. So let's start with Ritual, Ral trigger. We're always going to say yes to the trigger. So we're always going to resolve until end of turn. Choose heads or tails. Can I always set it to heads or tails? No, I can't. Unfortunate. We're gonna go heads. Flip tails. Ritual resolves. We're then going to Ren's resolve. Ral. Heads. We flipped heads. We do not want to flip Ral. No. Ren's resolve. There is Manamorphose. Manamorphose. Ral. Heads. Fail. Red, red. I'm going to Reckless Impulse. Ral. Heads. No. Artist Talent. We're going to play Artist Talent. We're going to play Ritual. Ral, Artist Talent. We're always going to say, until the turn, Artist Talent. We're going to pitch Valakut. Or are we going to pitch a Mountain? I think we're going to pitch the Valakut. And then I think we're 1 short because this is based on the number of instants or sorceries. So we're going to say heads. We're 1 short. We fail anyways. No response. We're going to then Strike It Rich. Ral, Artist Talent. I'm going to choose to pitch the Valakut. Another Ral. I'm going to choose heads. We did miss again. In which case, now we can Piff. Ral. Artist Talent. Artist Talent will pitch Ral or the Mountain. I'm going to say the Mountain. Finds a land. We're going to say heads. We are going to flip Ral. Piff. And now we are going to Ral. 8. Exile. So now we have, let's cast Ral. Ritual. Ral. Artist Talent. Artist Talent pitch Arid Mesa. Impulse. All until the turn. We're going to say heads. We're not going to choose the flip Ral. I actually want to see if I can, I guess we could just do this. Yeah, we'll say yes. Choose the new Ral to keep. Ritual resolves. I'm going to Ral. I am going to see, do we have a grape shot yet? We do not. Still waiting for a grape shot. Do we have a Manamorphose we can play? We do, right? We can Manamorphose. Artist Talent. I'm going to say no. Manamorphose, draw a card. Red, red. Impulse. Let's see here. I suppose we will Impulse. Artist Talent. No. Impulse, draw. Bloodstainmire, Glimpse. Let's go for another Impulse, draw. Artist Talent. Manamorphose. And we'll scoop it up. Can we play Storm? Yes, my good friend, we can play Storm. Solid win. All right. Let's go to game 2. Time to sideboard tech. Okay, return out. Bajuga Bog stays. We will cut Ice Till 6 out. And a Rumble. Yeah, we were just looking for a Grape Shot that entire time. We just couldn't find it, but we didn't care. We had another Piffin Yard, all the rituals we could ask for. I was just looking for cards to pitch to freaking Artist Talent at that point. But it didn't matter. It was a GG's. I know some people will say bringing Cage or Bobble is good here. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. The Jailer, absolutely. The Flute, yes. The Transfer, yes. The Dismember, yes. Like, Cage and Bobble do stop Piff and Ral, respectively. However, it means that we also have to give up, I don't know, what? 2 7-minute value spells, which isn't great. I guess we could drop Bog, but I like being able to tutor Bog with Myco Spawn in a pinch. So I guess we could drop 2 7-minute value spells for Bobbles. It's a thought, but it also means that we're less likely to play Trinisphere on 2. So I think we just keep it as is. I've seen some arguments for Graph Diggers and Vexing Bobble. I used to bring them in, but I don't think it's necessary anymore, honestly. All right. I will mulligan this hand. The problem here with this hand is, yeah, we get the Rumble on 2, but we have no pathway forward to stopping them from executing their plan, especially as they kept 7. So I think we have to mulligan aggressively here, especially on the draw. Mulligan again. There's Jailer. We keep. So we will pitch. Okay, so we're going to go Lab, Imprint, Jailer. Pitch Emrakul, pitch Myco Spawn, and done. Reveal, and pass. So I'm looking for either a Soul Land or a green source. Scouting turn, we'll pass, Devour, trigger, and we find the green source. We did get rid of Ice Till, so we don't need to worry about the fetch versus non-fetch. So I'm thinking we're going to go for a Forest here, because we don't also need red sources. So yeah, let's go for the Forest. Draw, Imprint, and Jailer, and pass. No Impulse draws for you. Not allowed. Surveil. So now we just need to hope they don't have a solution to Jailer early and it allows us to dig for, let's say, Trinisphere. Land for turn. Bloodstainmire, fetch 18. And Ral. I'd love to see a Temple here. We'll draw. Sire. No such luck. I will Rumble. There's the Temple. There's the Myco. We'll grab the Temple. And we'll pass. Next turn we can get rid of Ral. No attacks. And we hold on the off chance it's relevant. What say you, opponent? Do you have a solution to Jailer? Wooded Foothill. And passing. Ral will not attack and imagine. We'll draw. Sprawl. Temple. In that case, do we K-command now? I don't think so. I will hold. End step, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have some interesting choices here. They, for some reason, try to flip the route. No, I guess we have to exile it on upkeep. Yeah, we'll exile on upkeep. I think it's correct too. So I'm thinking scry draw exile though. And done. If you want, you can try and flip the Ral, I suppose. There's Flute. Flute's not bad. I'm thinking we go Gemstone bottom, Flute Misty top, draw, and pass. Because we can theoretically Flute naming Ruby Medallion. Wooded Foothill. Passing. 5 in hand. I suppose we also could look at Storm and find the solutions. Obviously, Wear Tear, Prismatic Ending, stuff like that. But let's start with Misty Fetch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For a forest. Sprawl. For a green. Let's start applying pressure to board. Sire will pass. As much as we would like to hold up Flute. Yeah, I guess Flute on Pending doesn't do too much here at all. It's really Wear Tear. I think that's what we're worried about. Okay. Wish for Wear Tear would be my guess. So we're going to want to hold Flute. I mean, they could Wear Tear now. Yep, there's Wear Tear. I would love to see everything from Trinisphere to Rumble to Shifting Woodland. There's a lot of good options here. We'll draw. Bojuka Bog. We'll Bojuka Bog them. Gets rid of Wish Wear Tear, so not bad. We'll hold the Flute. Sire attacks down to 9. And what we're going to hope now is that if they do try and go off of, let's say, Ral, that they ping themselves 2 times. There's the Ral. I need you to hit yourself 2 times. Impulse. 8. 2 cards in exile. There's Pith, Valakut Awakening. We could also name Pith here. Though, right now they don't have enough for Pith. They have 2 cards. There's Valakut Awakening. I need you to hurt yourself again. Flip Tails. Do you flip Ral? If you do flip Ral, we'll Flute it. They flip Ral. So now the question is whether or not to name Ral or name Pith. Actually, we name Ral because now they don't have a reducer. Flute. Ral, Leyline Prodigy. We'll put a pause on end step. We can exile Ral with Devourer. They draw 3 cards. So let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to return Devourer or not is the question. We don't need to. It probably is correct. Return Devourer. We'll draw. Ugin. Of course we find the Ugin immediately after I was like, well, if we do this, we can't play Ugin. Oi. Ral down. Attack you for 7. This means you have 4 mana since Canyon is offline. You could draw off Canyon though. We'll pass. Piff is currently active. You have 5 mana. Ritual. Ritual. So you have the Piff. Impulse draw. Not much we can do here. And you found 2 reducers, but Ral's still offline, so you have to go Ruby Medallion. But if you go Ruby Medallion, then you don't have enough for Piff, because again, Sunbaked Canyon's offline. So you only have 4 mana. You can Piff, but then you have no mana. You can Ruby Medallion, but then you can't Piff. So I'm pretty sure that's GG's. Pretty sure we got there. Draw a card? Okay, you've drawn a card. 3 mana now. You need another ritual, maybe? Medallion. Do you have a ritual? Impulse draw. GG's. 1 card left in hand. Opponent scoops it up. We got there. Solid wins against Ruby Storm. Cannot complain. All right. We'll be back for match number 5. All right. We're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. We keep this all day long. This hand looks fantastic, in fact. We got to choose between a MTGO on 3 or setting up for an Ugin potentially. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably might go on 3 and then set up for Ugin after, yeah. Opponent will go down to 5. Promising. I will Windswept Teeth fetch down to 19. Forest. Sprawl for green. And pass. Let's see what we're up against. We'll draw. Arid Mesa. Is it energy? Sacred Foundry Shock. Looking like energy. Yep, it's a Ragavan. Energy. Cool, cool. We'll draw. Forest. Temple. Hold. Go to combat. Flooded Strand. Beginning combat. K command. Ramp and exile. And done. Ragavan down. We'll hold. Next turn we'll kick a MTGO. No follow-up really now. That is surprising. MTGO kick. Hit the Sacred Foundry. Yield all. Flooded Strand fetch 16. Surveil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to go Temple, just in case we need an X2, yeah. I wanted to go Sanctum of Ugin, but I think Temple's correct. Plains. Paying cost for a Johnny enters. In response, do I even want to exile it right now? I don't need to. We could just ramp Scry Draw, because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess we can do it next turn with Ugin Exile. Alternatively, I can just Scry Draw right now, I suppose. Exile a cat, exile Johnny. Not necessary, though. We'll draw. Devourer. Ugin, hit a Johnny, yield all. There is now a 2-turn clock. And Fun scoops it up, we'll take the win. Solid. We'll bring in Heat. And we will trim Rumble. Ghost Quarter. Actually, no, we keep the Ghost Quarter. Trims, or cut 6. And an Emrakul. At the same time, how many basics is Energy running? Like 2 to 3 now? Like, there are times where I do want to Ghost Quarter loop, but oftentimes the answer is no. Yeah, like 3 basics. You know what? We'll keep the Emrakul and drop the Ghost Quarter. Let's do that. Yeah. Ugin Storms, honestly, is probably one of the best planeswalkers in the format currently. We keep this. We'll keep. We'll pass. I'd love to see a 7 of value spell off the top. Either that or a fetch or stomping ground, actually. So 7 of value spells, 11, and fetch shocks would be 6. So 17 hits. Because I want to get rid of this Ragavan. Draw. Myco, no such luck. Old Forest. Sprawl. For red. We'll pass. Did I cut a Misty? Oh, look at that. What did I accidentally cut? Oh, I meant to cut the Ghost Quarter, hit the Misty. That's funny. Whoops. Oh well. It must have been when things were updating. It must have misclicked. Well. Hashtag MTGO problems. Arena. Ragavan will connect. Pilfer's Ugin. That would have been nice. Guide of Souls. Okay. And what else is follow-up? Ocelot Pride. Sure. What about a red source? Why crack the... Weird. That is weird. How do we want to proceed here? So I'm thinking we also go Ugin's Lab. So I guess we could Rumble first for a 7 of value spell. And then Lab Talisman, get rid of Guide. Like, I want to get rid of the Ragavan. Let us Rumble. Try and find a 7 of value spell here. We whiff. Rip. Grab the Forest. Play the Forest. I suppose I will play the Talisman. And we'll hold the Heat. And the question now becomes, we hit the Guide of Souls or hit the Ragavan? And that I'm not sure about. Probably the Ragavan, but we'll see. The problem with this Guide of Souls is we kind of don't want this Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I think I have to hit the Guide. Guide down. Ragavan will Pilfer. We'll take 4. What I need now is a K return. Utopia Sprawl TR, that's fine. 4 types in yard. 8, 9, short 4, Pride Trigger. We draw. Talisman. So we can do a few things here. I'm going to cast Ice Till. Lab, trigger, yield all. No, you know what? I realized. I was like, they can't kill the Ice Still, but no, they can. I should have played the lab from hand first. I forgot about the discharge with 2 energy on their Sire to yard as well. Unfortunate. Yeah, so we should have went lab first, lab, and then. So we're going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down to 5. 5? Yeah, down to 5. Well, that complicates things. Yeah, definitely missed that line with the discharge. I was like, okay, they can't Thraben Charm me. Discharge is 3, but no, discharge was actually 5. I should have paid attention to the energy counter in the top left. That's on me. Because now if we draw into a 7-minute value spell, we can't cast it. I'm not entirely sure, outside of like a Sire, which we milled, it's going to matter. Blood Moon. Blood Moon's fine. I'm not too pressed about Blood Moon as of this moment. Down to 5, they make a treasure. They're actually off of white, which is relevant. But now they do have City's Blessing. So again, I think short of a K return, we're dead. Devour wouldn't have cut it. We'll concede. And unfortunately, we did not have the outs there. Alright, Misty Reinforce comes back in. Ghost Quarters out. Gemstone out. Rumble back in. Let's confirm. Everything look good? Everything looks good. Cool. That'd have been really awkward if you found the Ghost Quarter when we needed a green source or a fetch. Yeah. So I wonder what would have been the right play there. I mean, obviously the land before the Ice Still, but should we have played the Ice Still thinking about the discharge? I was like, okay, the 2/4 is going to make it more difficult for them to attack unless they have unless they have a way to kill it. They can't Thraben Charm it. Forgetting about the discharge was on 5 instead of 3. No, I think everything was correct outside of that misplay. That doesn't look great, but it is workable. Well, Bajugabog on 1. Bajugabog target you, and pass. This allows for a Cake Min X1 to get rid of the turn 1 play. Not ideal, but workable. Misty Rain. Or not Misty Rain, Marsh Flats. Thinking about my Misty Rain. Fetch, 19, shock. What do you play on your 1? It is a Ragavan? Yep, there's the Ragavan. And draw. Forest is good. So we'll go Temple and pass, hold the K command. We have a land for next turn, so we can ramp. Exile the Rag at the beginning of combat. Beginning of combat, K command, ramp and exile. And done. Rag down. And holding, second main, mountain. Pain cost 4. Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls will resolve. We draw, sprawl. So in that case, I'm going to go Forest, Talisman, . and Sprawl for green, and hold the K command. Next turn we can Breaker. By K command, that is. Ping cost 4. 1 short Charmaw, Blood Moon in response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to ramp and exile the Guide of Souls. With them having no white sources, I cannot express to you how much of a bad idea what they're doing is. Like, that is just such a horrible idea for them. Yep, Blood Moon will resolve. We'll draw. Sprawl number 2 on green. And we are going to go after their Sacred Foundry. Yield all. Yeah, we play very well through Blood Moon, through Damp Sphere, so this Blood Moon was a horrible idea, especially with them having no white sources. I mean, it cuts out the majority of their deck. This is GG's, I'm pretty sure, especially with this Rumble in hand. We still have access to 6 mana. Yeah, phone scooped it up, you got there. Solid. Yeah, that was a very poor decision on the opponent's part. All right, we'll be back for match number 6. All right, and we're back for match number 6 on the play for game 1. We'll keep. Opponent will consent to 6. All right. We'll draw Wooded Foothill Fetch for a forest. Sprawl. Do you have a force? There's a force pitching Deceit, so it does look like Living End. Okay. We'll pass. Looks like Sultai Living End. Noted. Overlord the Bilmerk T-Yard. We'll draw. Sprawl. So I think... they play 2 Deceit. So debating whether or not we want to go Temple or Sprawl. This is 3. This would be 4. Next turn is 5. I think we still go Sprawl for green and pass. And hold. Surveil. Okay. Put Street Wraith to yard. Sure. We'll draw. Sire 7 death. So we can K-Command X equals 3, or we can Myco Spawn Bajuka Bog. I'm thinking I'm going to hold on the Myco Spawn, hold the K-Command. I've already used one of their 4 forces. Ping cost 4. Formidable Speaker. Okay. Pitching Living End. Picking up. Shardless Agent. Sure. End step. K command. Ramp and Scry draw. And done. K return, K command, K return bottom, K command top and draw. And draw. Lab. So I'm thinking we go Lab, Imprint Sire, Myco Kick. And we'll get rid of your... Let's see, you need blue sources no matter what for the Shardless Agent. So yeah, we're going to go get rid of the Hedge Maze now. Of course, the Formidable Speaker can filter. I will tuck a Temple. How many basics do you run? 2. Noted. So I'll grab a Temple and hold the K command. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hedge, Misty Rainforest fetch. Charlotte's Agent. Yep. Cascade. Living End. In response, I will K command, scry draw, exile, cards in yard, scry draw, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And done. And opponent scoops it up, we'll take the win. Solid. Alright, so we want Sphere in. Let's look at their sideboard. They do run Inevitable Betrayal. So we're gonna Bauble, Jailer, Emrakul out, Sire out, K return out. He runs Commandeer, Force of Vigor, Foundation Breaker, Flare, Dismember, Awakened, Betrayal. They only play... I mean, I think, based on what I understand, so they played Superior Spider-Man, Halo Forger. So I think we go with Flute. Because Flute can just now name Charlotte's Agent. Other than Superior Spider-Man... Well, I guess Superior Spider-Man doesn't do anything here, does it? It's not like it has the living end creature from Standard. It becomes a 4/4 copy of something in Yard. It's not like there's the demon here that I'm thinking of. So I think we go Flute. Jukabog stays, trim a Rumble, and that way we just can name Charlotte's Agent, and then they can't Cascade. Yeah, that's fine. There's Bobble on one, we'll keep, we'll pass. Street Race Cycle, 18, Polluted Delta, and draw. Devouring, our bit late friend. They do play Beseiju, so we'll play around. Well, I guess we could draw into a soul land, so we'll play Temple, Vexing Bauble, pass. Do you have a force? Polluted Delta, fetch. And Surveil. Watergrave Shock. Really now. Generous Scent, Forest Cycle. Breeding Pool. And Bauble Resolves will pass. Breeding Pool Shock 13. And Overlord the Baelmerk. There's Deceit. There's another Ent. There's a Street Wraith. Pulls Deceit. Okay. Baelmerk. We'll draw. Another K command. Honestly, I don't really care too much right now. So I think I just continue the ramp. And we will pass. So you'll Deceit, probably take a K command, and I don't really care. Misty Rainforest fetch, 12. I guess I should hold on the off chance they try and pop the Bauble so I can draw a card. 3, Speaker. I guess UU is to bounce. Yeah, there's Endurance into Yard. Speaker will pull. Yeah, UU is to bounce. Foundation Breaker. Sure, sure. Baelmerk trigger, always yield. And draw. Forest. I'm thinking we will go with Sprawl. Go for green. Talisman. And we have K command primed. I'll just pass at this point. Hold the K command. X equals 2. Foundation Breaker. Sure, sure. Attempts to pop the bauble. I will sack it. Draw a card. Verdant Cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yield all. Paying cost for Curator. Sure. Polluted Delta. Go to end step. Attack with Formidable Speaker. End step. Trigger. K command. Rampant Scry Draw. X1. And done. Talisman bottom draw. Temple. We'll draw Flute. So in that case, we can go Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Temple. Devourer of Destiny. Sanctimugan trigger, devour target, yield all. And yes. I will grab Soulish Jailer. Or we could grab Mycospawn. Mycospawn's not a bad idea. Mycospawn is not a bad idea. Like, Jailer forces them to go Deceit, I suppose, if they want to Cascade. But I could also play this in an interesting way. Because we're assuming they're on Betrayal. But if they're on Betrayal, do I care? Not as much. So I guess we'll go Jailer, force them to go Deceit. No. Let's go Myco. Because it forces them to go to Deceit. They would need another land. They have 4 cards in hand. Did they miss their land drop? Draws a card. Foundation Breaker. Plays Polluted Delta. Yeah, Jailer loses if they have a land, whereas we could Flute in response to Charlotte's Agent, and then we could name Living End, because Living End hurts me way more right now than Betrayal. I'll grab Mycospawn. I have an idea. I have ideas. We're gonna pass. Blue Delta fetch down to 11. Underground Mortuary, Surveil. Ent to Yard. Paying cost, show me Charlotte's Agent. And there's a Charlotte's Agent. In response, I'm going to cast Flute. I'm going to name Living End. Because again, I don't think I care about Betrayal. I can play through Betrayal. I can't play through Living End right now. Living End. We'll pass. Betrayal. That's fine. I'm a-okay with that. Have fun, opponent. Your choices are as follows. 6, Ice Till, Mycospawn, Breaker, and Devour. Have fun with that. I don't think you're going to be all too thrilled about that prospect. I guess you could go Ice Till into Deceit and pull my Mycospawn. I guess that's a choice you could go, but I don't think that's exactly a good choice. Ice Till, yep. So now you can go into Deceit. You can take the Myco, well, that's fine. You have the K command. You don't want that to resolve either, to be honest. Yep, land for turn. Wistfulness to Yard. Blue to Delta fetch 10. Island. Mill. Ice Till Sewers. Shore. Mill. Be careful not to mill yourself out there, opponent. So now they don't have the Seat. Now they only have the Bounce, I suppose. That's fine. Because next turn we can just kick MTGO. Formidable Speaker on tap. Okay, now you... Yeah, that's right, because you can filter. So now you can Deceit. But, like, you can't leave this K command here, let's be honest. Leaving this K command here would be an absolute horrid mistake. Deceit. Evoke. Takes the MTGO, that's fine. And you can exile the Ice Tail ramp. We can also just ramp Scry Draw. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will fetch for a forest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess you could have force. That would be unfortunate, admittedly. I think we still go for it, though, at this point in time. Ugin, exile Ice Tail, yield all. Do you has a force? Do you has a force? There's a force. Mind Bidden. And I suppose I'll start attacking. They block. Yup. We'll pass. You have 2 cards in hand, friend. What you got? East and Overlord of the Bailmerk. And you pick up, what? Charlotte's Agent, I guess? You've already used 3 or Force Negations. Picks up Deceit. Sure. Attack for 2, since you're not blocking with that. Actually, you should probably set up the block with that, but whatever. They exiled Superior Spider-Man. I will rumble. A Rumblin' for a Temple. A Temple. We K command. Ramp and Scry Draw. Should I hold a green source? I guess I should hold a green source. So in that case, we do it like this. Should I hold a double green source? I guess I should hold a double green source, actually. So in that case, let's untap there. Let's ramp Scry Draw like this. And done. X equals 6. Unless you have another force. Do you have the fourth force in hand? You do not. We have Shifting Woodland. We already played a land for turn, though. We have Formidable Speaker with nothing to pitch to. That is kind of unfortunate. So I'm thinking we might just bottom all, to be honest. Bottom all. Draw fresh. K command. So this is X equals 6. I might just exile the Overlord of the Bailmerk, to be honest, and call it a day. I doubt they're blocking with it, are they? No, if they were, they would have held back the speaker. So I think in that case, we just hold the K command. We attack. No blocks, down to 4, end step. And draw up to 3. I'm gonna basically just bait out this Deceit. There's Deceit. In response, how would you like to proceed? Enters. Returning Devour to hand? Oh, I see. So in that case, we're going to Scry Draw exile in response. Scry draw, exile the Overlord. One more? One more. And done. Actually, do I even need to do that? I don't. We'll go all in. And done. So Overload the Bailmark down, yield all. So we have Ugin, Mycospawn, Devour, Temple. I think I'm just going to feed them the Temple and then take the Ugin. So I'm thinking I don't need Formidable Speaker right now. Actually, we could probably stack this a certain way. So we want to go Temple, Ugin, Devourer. I guess we go Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. No, since we're missing green source. So I guess we go Ugin, Devourer, Mycospawn Speaker. Yes. So we're going to go Myco Bottom, Speaker, Mycospawn, Devour, Ugin, Temple Draw. We'll take the Devourer. Yep. And they'll attack me for 2. Down to 12. And draw. Temple. East and Ugin. Goodbye, Deceit. I will plus draw a card. Issa Devourer will pass. And pass. Ugin now presents a 2-turn clock. Endurance. Sure. Hit my yard or your yard. Pretty sure you should hit your own yard, honestly. Yeah, I was about to say, that is definitely the right choice. Charlotte's Agent. So you shuffle away my top deck, but that's fine. We still have Ugin. Betrayal. I want to take Devourer or Breaker here. But I don't foresee you winning this one. I guess you could grab Speaker. So that's actually an option. You could grab Speaker and Speaker pitch a card for something, I guess. That's an idea. I guess you could go Halo Forger to Betrayal again next turn. Not gonna go Devour? Sure. That's fine. Attack Ugin. We're gonna exile 2, 3 cards next turn though. We'll draw. Windswept Teeth. I will Windswept Teeth first. We're gonna fetch. I am gonna grab a Commercial District. Yeah, I'll go Commercial District. Surveil. To yard. And draw. Ghost Quarter. Not what I wanted to see. But that's fine. We can Ghost Quarter you next turn. So Ugin will exile Endurance. And Devour exile Agent and yield all. Flare of Denial. Rude. I mean, Ugin sticks for the turn, which is fine. We'll pass and pass. So Ugin still gets 1 more turn, unless they can somehow haste something here. Again, you play 2 basics, so we can Ghost Quarter you next turn. I guess you could Deceit again. Bounce Wistfulness. Sure. Pop my Sprawl. Sure. It's rude, but fine. Force to yard. Ugin takes 8. We'll draw. Flute. Ugin plus. Draw. Explore. Ooh, that's fun. So we are going to Ghost Quarter hit the breeding pool. You'll fail to find. And we will cast Ice Still. So now we can Ghost Quarter, mill a card, Ghost Quarter, hit your Watery Grave. And I suppose at this point we'll cast Flute. Flute hit Wistfulness. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Solid. All right. Well, at the end of Swiss, that there is going to be a 4-2 record at the end of 6. We'll be back in a few short moments to see whether or not, or we'll be back in a few short moments either with the wrap-up or the quarterfinals of tonight's challenge. Be back shortly. All right. And we're back for the wrap-up. Unfortunately, no top 8, but we did make top 16, so we got their treasure chest, so can't complain of that. Overall, really solid challenge. I cannot complain. Lost to control is going to happen. Isochron Scepter, Ormsjan, just big sad. As far as Tron, I mean, it's a play-draw dependent matchup, and us being on the draw in game 1 just really hurt us, so it is what it is there. Not too upset about that either. Otherwise, really strong showing, really strong showing from the list. I am very, very happy with it. But with that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. Be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my success and failure, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you're reached the point of the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we do continue to grow this channel. However, if you would like to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can find these videos ad-free and early. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!